I think Waldorf is an amazing and transformative experience, and I think there's no better environment in which to entrust the growth and learning and development of your children. It's an incredibly safe environment where each child is really seen for who they are, and the teachers care tremendously about each person as an individual, and they take the time to see them and to understand them and to connect with them and to engage with them. And I think that's the most incredible gift that you can give to a student or to any human.
I really value having generalist skill sets. I think it's incredibly important in a time of technology development and automation. And drawing that back to Waldorf School, every day we weren't just learning and specializing in one subject. There was artistic creativity integrated into math, which is a crazy concept to anybody who hasn't experienced Waldorf School, but I believe helped me develop holistically as a student. In my job today, I'm asked to sort of context switch between hundreds of different things. One hour I might be working on hiring, another hour I could be managing somebody, another hour I could be talking to an investor. And I think the greatest innovation, the greatest productivity comes at the intersection of different domains and disciplines. And because Waldorf has sort of integrated that into learning from day one, it comes very naturally to me. I think this has made me a stronger leader because I feel so comfortable in the uncertainty and sort of the confluence of so many different disciplines.
I really, really loved going to school. In fact, if I was sick, my mom would have to force me to stay home from school. When I look back on my grade school experience, I don't look back on feeling stress. I'm not looking back on, being worried about acing my tests. Grades weren't a huge part of education at all. So when you eliminate that stress, you're left with just wanting to learn. And when you get older and you get to high school and college, the grades and stress, they're gonna be there. But the love of learning, that's not something that you will gain most likely. And I feel like because I gained that love of learning in Waldorf, I was able to keep it with me, even when the stress of grades, increased.
I feel really grateful that I had a tech-free experience. I find it easier to use technology as a tool, like when I need it, but also I find it perfectly fulfilling to spend a day without looking at any screen.
Waldorf was the best preparation for high school. At my current school, I'm a tour guide for prospective students and families. And there's a kid that comes from the local public school who's not able to make eye contact, not able to shake teachers' hands or ask any questions. And then I'll tour around a kid that came from this Waldorf school or another Waldorf school, and they're making eye contact, they're asking questions, they're shaking hands, and their parents are in the back. I really just want to see how far music can take me. And I started here. I started practicing a little bit extra, and it took me all the way through high school. And it's also taken me around the world. I've traveled, I did a tour of China, I did a tour of Italy. Some really good times. And it all started with a small class in that room where we played cello and in a circle with all the students and the cello teacher.
So I think there are a couple really critical experiences in my life. One is the family I was raised in. I have an incredibly supportive family. Another is a formative study abroad experience I had as a 16-year-old. One is founding a company as an adult, but always on the top 4 or 5 items on that list is attending Waldorf School. I think it has really differentiated me. I feel confident, I feel self-aware, and I understand myself and the world in a really important way. We always think about investing in these more rigid skill sets, but what Waldorf does is it builds the foundation to then go out with a much longer lifespan and invest in those every single day and learn from every experience one faces. And so that is how I describe Waldorf to people who haven't heard about it. And it is absolutely something I'll be exploring when I'm a parent in the future.